Listen when Tierra speaks. Listen when Tierra speaks. Nothing happens by chance, so I take my own stance, avoid all drama and create my own karma. Dare to be different, live to inspire. Listen when Tierra speaks. Be who you are, ascend and go higher. Listen when Tierra speaks. Live intentionally in your purpose. Listen when Tierra speaks. Hard work, I know, but I promise it's worth it. Listen when Tierra speaks.
Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to Tierra Speaks, your foundation of growth and the place where we always dare, live, and be. That is, dare to be different, live to inspire, and be who you are. I am your host and purpose coach, Tierra Armin, and y'all, we are in season 4. Can y'all believe it? We've been doing this for a little over 2 years, and we're already in season 4. We've had some amazing guests come on, and we have some even more amazing guests that will continue to come on. And this season we are all about purposeful connections. So what is your purpose? Have you accepted your purpose? Have you figured out what it is, or have you realized that your purpose finally found you? But you got to be ready to accept it, own it, and live in it. In which our guest today, Miss Rochelle, is going to tell us all about her journey. And y'all see, we're in a new location today, as we have been the last 2 seasons, and we're filming in Studio Bombshell, and we're going to learn all about Studio Bombshell and Rochelle and all about her journey today. But listen, yeah, guess what? We got new sponsors too. Ain't that dope? New sponsor, 1 Million the brand. Listen, y'all know what? Y'all know what I'm really excited about? Y'all know how I always talk about being authentically you. Your girl gets to just be me, dressed down, tomboyish, and just, chill all season long. So be on the lookout for that. Now, if you have been here with us the entire time, thank you so much. But if you have not and you're brand new to Tierra Speaks, do me a favor and like, follow, share, and subscribe to Tierra Speaks on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Apple, iHeart, Audible, you name it, we're on there. Also subscribe to our website at www.tierraarmy.com and download TGFX on Roku to keep up with everything new Tierra Speaks and all that we have coming. Now, as I told y'all, we got a dope guest for you today, and we're going to check her out, find out all about Studio Bombshell right after this.
I just like the sound of it.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Now, as I told y'all, we have an amazing guest today, but I need y'all to do me a favor. Grab those Tierra Speak notebooks and pens. Make sure you got your favorite drink and snack, because guaranteed, Ro is about to drop some gems that y'all definitely need to be writing down, taking notes, because you're going to have to run it back and figure out how you're going to use it and apply it to you and your purpose. Now, I know I'm making y'all wait a little bit, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead and welcome Ro to the show. Hey, Ro.
Hey.
How are you?
I am great.
Listen, thank you so much for allowing me and my team
Absolutely.
into your space, Studio Bombshell.
Absolutely. I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you. Now, we definitely want to learn all about the studio and everything that you do. But before we do that, Tierra Speaks kind of likes to, our family, we want to know, who are you? But not who are you, the owner, the business person. We want to know, who is Ro behind Studio Bombshell, behind all of that?
Rochelle is focused. That's what Rochelle is. I'm focused. I'm a mom. I have
Okay.
2 daughters.
Aw.
Yes, and I am just really trying to do what everybody else is trying to do. Figure out what I like and what my purpose is.
Okay.
So I'm figuring it out.
Okay. But who are you really?
Who am I?
Who are you behind all of that?
Who
We
am
know
I?
you focus because y'all see this y'all? do y'all see this? Oh, okay. We know you focus, but who are you like behind all of that? What do you like to do? Just who are you as a person? So if we take away all the titles, right? Because we're moms, we're entrepreneurs, we're mentors. If we take away all of that, who is Ro?
Honestly, I'm figuring it out. I really am. I feel like since COVID, I feel like that was the point where I was forced. Because at first I was kind of just, I always knew I was going to be okay. You know, and I always kind of had that behind me. But during COVID, when I couldn't work anymore, and I was putting to the point where, you know, I was at home. I tried to do some clients at home, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So, you know, at that moment, I had to figure out what it is that I really wanted to do. And I was afraid at that point because I'm an entrepreneur. And, you know, if I don't work, then I don't get paid.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different life. So that's intimidating. And I never looked at it from that standpoint until COVID, when I was like forced to sit and think.
And figure it out. But you said something that was really important though. You said you were scared, right?
Yeah.
So in the process of COVID, you were scared trying to figure it out, and you were able to start birthing certain things,
Yes.
right? So let's talk about just being in that moment of being scared, but still trying to do it. Like, what were some challenges that you had going through that scared time?
And during that time, I was so used to being busy, and I didn't have anything to do. And so myself and my big sister, we went up to my old studio.
Okay.
And we redecorated. We redecorated everything. And I'm like, okay, well now I won't be afraid because now I have a new space. I got a new chair, I got a new mirror, I got new wallpaper, I got all new stuff. So now, you know, I can get with it.
Yeah.
And so COVID, you know, it started winding down. And I went to my new space with this new chair and like this new wallpaper.
Like,
this
hey,
new
I'm
rug,
here,
like,
it's
I'm
new,
here.
let's go.
I wanted to feel that again because during that time, during like COVID, when I'm sitting and I'm thinking, I put my career into like perspective because at that moment, I think I had been licensed maybe like 7 years, something like that. And I think I put it like compared to the little 7-year marriage hump, you know, like that type of a thing. And so with that, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, like, when was the last time I was really happy? Like, yeah, I'm working.
Ooh.
Yeah, when was the last time I was happy? Like, I'm working. I have client after client. Like, that's cool because I asked for this. This is what I prayed for, you know. But it's like, now I have that. Like, now what?
Now
you
what?
know,
You got to figure out your time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out when was the last time I was happy, and I couldn't, honestly, because I really didn't know, like, in a career sense, like, what happiness really looked like. Because to me, happiness, it can't just look like working. It got to be bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know. So I redecorated my space. And I'm working, and I'm like, I still can't feel it. Like, I'm not feeling this fire no more. Like, what is happening? Because hair has been the most consistent thing in my life.
Yeah.
I was raising scalps, baby doll scalps when I was a kid. Like, I learned how to braid.
You've been doing hair for a long time.
I've been doing
you
it for a
always
long
have.
time.
Yeah.
I have high school, like, all of that. So, now I get in this space, and I still couldn't get with it. So, I talked to my salon owner at the time, and I went and I upgraded my space. So I got a bigger space. So I'm like, okay, now I got this bigger space. Like now I'll be able to feel it.
Yeah.
So I went in that space, like, what was it? The first of 2021.
Okay.
Right. So right after COVID. So I go in the space and I hate it. It looks like a basement. It has like a pole right there. And before, when I went to see it, it looked nice. It looked nothing like it was when I was forced to sit in there. I literally redecorated my salon suite 3 times that year, trying to figure it out because I'm like, I couldn't figure it out at all. And everybody's like, why are you redoing it? Like, it looks nice. And I'm like, no, it's just nice. So in my mind, it's like, they probably think I'm extra. So for me, I'm an overthinker, as well as, you know, many other things. But I'm overthinking it. And I'm like, you know, like, they probably thinking I'm crazy. Like, I'm steady. I'm putting floors down, taking them up. Putting wallpaper up, taking it down. I'm doing all this stuff. And now, to everybody else, it's not making sense. And at first, I'm like, you know what? Like, forget it. I'm going to just open a boutique. Like, I won't go to the hair no more. Like, I was trying to really figure it out.
Trying to find something else. And really essentially really running away from what was actually being presented to you at the time.
Absolutely, yeah. And so, in all honesty, it was just time for me to move.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really want to accept that because that space, I've been there for 4 years. It became comfortable. And so I'm like, I can just make this into a boutique and just start over with that. So I'm looking into vendors and everything else. And I'm like, okay, boutique owners really got to put in work too. Like, everybody got to put in work no matter what field you go into.
But you said something important.
Mm-hmm.
You got comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
And not realizing that God was making you uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
So everything you were trying to do, he was making you uncomfortable. Because it was like, okay, you done got too comfortable. Now it's time for you to grow. So how am I going to push you to do this? Because you're not seeing it.
Right.
So you tried multiple things, which is what a lot of us do, right? Mm-hmm. We push and we run away from what's actually in front of us. We try to do all these other things that we think is right. And we always talk about our plan this and our plan that. And, oh, I planned this. I got this. This is the way it's supposed to be. When our plan is never the way it goes. It's always God's plan. But,
Absolutely.
baby, his plan never looks like what you want it to look like or what you
Ever.
expect it to look like.
Ever. When I found this space, I always say it found me.
Yeah.
I was
absolutely.
driving down Grand, and I was going. My dad actually owns a secondhand store, a retail store, like half a block away.
Okay.
So yeah, and I'm going to visit him, and it was a big sign on the corner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let me pull over and give him a call because I'm at the red light, and I'm like, this is a long light. So I'm looking around, and I'm like, wow.
That light was long on purpose.
That light
you
was
know
long
that, right?
on purpose.
Yeah.
So I turned, and the landlord, I called him. He was right around the corner. He came, and maybe within like about a couple weeks, it was all set. So it was a fast transition. It was scary. I have a whole panic attack behind this. It was really scary.
Well, we gonna talk about that
Absolutely.
and your panic attack and how fast that turnaround was.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna talk about that right after this. Alright, y'all. Now, did y'all catch all those gems that Ro dropped in the first part of the show? If you didn't, you know you can always run it back and catch everything you need to, so you can write it down on those Tiara Speaks notebooks with those Tiara Speaks pens. And if your notebook got filled up, go ahead and check us out because everything is restocked. You know we got you covered. Now, Ro, we done fast tracked. We done pulled over at the red light, girl. Listen, we driving down the street. We done pulled over at the red light because we saw the sign.
We saw the sign.
We done called the landlord and we done fast tracked. Took a couple weeks and
I was in my space.
you was in your space. Now, how was that? Because I know coming in, you had to make it yours.
I did have to make it mine, and it looked completely different. But luckily, I've always been like a decorator inside, like an interior designer, so to speak.
Okay,
so I'm always good at decorating. I can make anything at home. I think that's what women do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we got another entrepreneur. We got another thing might be coming later, y'all. But you know, we like to break stuff on Tiara Speaks. So y'all might can call her, and she might, she might take a look at what you're trying to do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So come in to make it your own.
I did. I came in and I was again scared, you know. Like, so I panic first, but then I get it done. That's how that works. But I come in, and one of those things that I learned is when you have those times where you don't have anything to do, you gotta get busy. Like, that's one thing I learned is you gotta do whatever you do, you better do, because eventually I think it'll make sense. So during that time, I really educated myself about business, because all those years, it was crazy. All those years, no one had ever talked to me about like the structure of business and how, you know, how intricate it is, because we're always so focused on making the money, you know, but I didn't know that I was working a whole lot harder and not smarter, because, you know.
So let's stop right there.
Yeah.
You chose to educate yourself on business. Here's the thing. Listen, are y'all listening? Because I need y'all to understand. It's not just about making money. It's not just about getting all these people to buy your products. Like, you have to be educated on business. And if you don't have anybody or mentor or anybody to help you, you have to educate yourself, because there's some operations behind the scenes that everybody don't get to see.
Absolutely.
And in order to grow, you have to know even how to move forward, right? Or how to structure everything, whether it's from the finances or your products or your building or your bills. Like, it's a whole back of the house to being an entrepreneur.
And I had no clue at all. And I mean, I think that one thing that I had an issue with, and I know I can't be the only one, is that I never asked for help. Because there was so much help around me that I can't say that it wasn't there. It was there, and they were probably doing their own thing. And when they would talk about it, it was so foreign to me, and it would intimidate me. So I was like, I'll walk away. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, you know,
I don't want to be a part of that.
I don't want to be a part of that. We speaking a different language here. So it took me it took that time. And so at first I was kind of like embarrassed, because I'm like, I'm in my late 20s. I'm right about to be 30 or whatever. And I'm like, how did I not know this all these years? So, you know, but it was good. When I got here, I used all that information that I found out during that time, and I put it into here. And it was as scary as it was such an easy transition. And I'm so happy I did that.
That's really good. That's good. And congratulations again on that. But, you know, a lot of times, as we was talking before, you have to, a lot of people like, I'm scared. But I'm here to tell you, do it scared.
You better.
You have to do it scared.
Absolutely.
But when you scared, that's when you start figuring out what it is that you want to do. If you're really trying to figure out what your purpose is, a lot of times your purpose finds you. And I know through the years that you've been doing hair forever.
I really have.
Your purpose found you.
It did.
Way back when.
But you know what?
In high school. But you don't always trip off of it, or you don't realize that that's a part of your purpose and what you're, you know, what you're supposed to do. For me, I've been speaking, coaching since I was 15. I was told when I was a teenager, oh, you have a story, you gonna write this book. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not gonna write a book. I'm not gonna be a motivational speaker. I'm not coaching nobody. I don't know what y'all talking about. And up until, what is this, 22? So up until maybe 4 to 5 years ago, and I would say even within the last 3 years, I was like, I'm not going to do it. But now I can literally sit here and tell you I am an international empowerment speaker, and I became internationally known during COVID. I am a purpose coach. I'm a certified life coach, but I coach you to your purpose. I have 6-7 books out now. All these journals and everything, but things that I never even was planning on and speaking and thinking about doing. And then this podcast, this just kind of fell in my lap. I didn't even know it was something that I even wanted to do. And now I can't see myself not doing it.
I love that.
But, you know, kind of the same thing. I felt like I wanted something where we talk about our celebrations, right? So we could have came in here and said, hey, congratulations, you got your studio, everything's great. But how you get there?
Absolutely.
You know, we don't talk about or highlight the challenges and struggles that we go through, which is why I am thoroughly enjoying learning about your process and everything, because it's good to see, hey, I got out here and I did it. I had to go and educate myself. I had to go and figure it out. And I was in these conversations before, but I was running away from them. And the thing about it is, when we run away from those conversations and we feel like it's going over our head, we're not ready at that time.
Absolutely.
But once you were ready, you were able to go back and say, okay, well, let me go and educate myself. You know, let me figure it out. Let me take part in these conversations. So how does that feel?
It feels amazing. And I think that I've been on go so long that I haven't really given myself the opportunity to sit back until now and like think like, you know what? Yeah.
You did that.
But you know, sometimes it's hard to like accept those compliments. It's difficult. And I know it sounds weird saying it out loud, but you know, just when somebody comes and they're saying, I guess because the journey and all the things that led up to this point, during my grand opening, they're like, you're not happy? It's like, yeah, I'm happy, but I still got to get this done. I still got to do that, and I still got to do that. So, you know, sometimes we find it hard to sit back and just say, you know, thank you. So now that's where I am right now.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you something. Moving forward, I want you to remember wisdom, okay? Welcome, innovative, soulful, and distinguished, 100% meritorious. And that's celebrations. Welcome all of that. Embrace all of that. Because, like, you did it. Right. You did it. Embrace all of the small wins just as much as you embrace the big wins. Right. No matter what. Take a step back. Take your self-care time. Take a step back and just enjoy the moment. And live in a moment. Take your time away from your girls, away from the business. Just take a little bit, live in a moment, and do your own celebration. You can celebrate with others, but do your own celebration because you worked hard for it.
And that's what I'm learning to do right now.
Yeah, let's do that. Now, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about this philanthropy work that you started doing this past December.
Oh, yeah.
Right after this.
Now, Tina's going to be coming around your table. She'll be giving you that magical touch on your shoulders that let you know it's your turn. It's your turn. That's the touch we each and every one of us want to feel. So when she touches you, get in the line.
Pretty young thing on my brain, she want a pre-game. Red cup full of red wine, please don't be ashamed. Pretty young thing on my brain, she want a pre-game. Her ex-main won't let it burn.
What's going on, world? It's Mr. Bernard Quinn III, CEO of the Victory Torch Premium Handmade Cigars right here in St. Louis. Founded in 2020. We are one of the most elite cigar services in St. Louis. We are a mobile humidor. We provide your needs, private parties, events, whatever you could think of, we got you. Premium handmade cigars right here in St. Louis. All of our products are sourced from the Dominican Republic, so you're getting top quality and you're getting some of the best cigars all from around the world right here at home. So again, the Victory Torch, you can hit us up at TVT_cigars. Once again, that's at TVT_cigars. Hit us up anytime, and we are at your service. We got you.
All right, now, y'all, listen. I know y'all been enjoying this story as much as I have. And learning a lot, too. Learning a lot. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Ro. You went and taught yourself the business.
I did.
Your girl was at the library. They had some business workshops going on. And it was a few months after I had KJ. And my husband was like, normally in the summer, because I was teaching, so in the summer I would go and work at the Boys and Girls Club. And my husband was like, you know what, this summer, just do something you want to do. Don't worry about working this summer. I was like, oh, okay. And me and my best friend was like, you know what, we're going to go take these business workshops at the library. That summer is when we started our first business.
Nice.
But when you talked about being stuck and trying to figure out what was right and what wasn't, to be honest, I started off doing social corporate event planning, which you saw me come out of retirement. I'm back in retirement.
Oh, you did your thing.
Thank you. But I started off with that and figuring out that was my passion but not my purpose. So I've gotten away from it. And I don't do that anymore, but that's because I had to make room for the rest of my gifts, which essentially is really what you did, moving from the old studio and now to your own space.
Yeah.
But now we're in Studio Bombshell, and we had a little coat drive going on. So
we did.
What's going on with that?
I absolutely love the South Side. I am a Rough Rider to heart. I went to Roosevelt. Yes.
Listen.
So I love the city. I love the South Side, and I love the community. So being over here with the coat drive, one thing I noticed is that we have a lot of foot traffic all day long. So I just want to help.
Yeah.
And as long as we're here, you know, like,
Why
let's
not?
be, yeah, absolutely. So we have so many great things planned all throughout the year.
Okay.
Yeah, and the coat drive went very, very well.
Okay.
It really did.
All right. You'll have to call us back out so we can be part of your red carpet, be a
Yeah.
part of the things that you're doing,
Mhm.
and get the word out. How many coats were you able to?
We did not keep count. We
Okay.
should have. So we didn't keep count. But
That's okay.
yeah, we didn't keep count. We just kept putting them out there.
Mhm.
And we had so many people, kids and, you know, homeless people and people driving, they pulled over. So we helped so many people.
That was good.
Right.
That's good. That's good. I know the community loves it and enjoys it.
Yeah.
The one thing about the South Side of St. Louis, people that have lived in the South, on the South Side, been in the South Side, or really any area of St. Louis, if you've been there, you've grown up there, you have a love for that area
Yeah.
and want to help and give back. So big ups to you.
Thank
because
you.
everybody doesn't see that part.
Mhm.
Everybody doesn't do that part. So the fact that you're actually, like, you started a brand new business, but you still want to give back and you still want to help. A lot of times we get stuck off of the things that we're doing and our own finances, and we forget about giving back.
Absolutely.
And that everybody doesn't have, you know, what you have.
Absolutely.
And sometimes people are just having, it's just a bad time. It's a bad time of life. And especially with us going through the pandemic and everything, a lot of things have changed
They have.
for a lot of families. But the other piece of that is big ups to the people that were stopping and pulling over and coming by to even accept what it was that you were giving. Because that pride thing has come back
Oh,
very,
absolutely.
very huge lately, and like we said, we don't like asking for help a lot of times, right? But that trickles down to everybody. It's just not us. A lot of times
Yeah.
we get away from wanting to say, okay, I need help, not realizing, like, it's people out here that really want to help you, but if you don't tell us you need help, how can we help? How can we be a service?
Absolutely. That's what I learned last year. That was like the biggest thing. It's like, you know, I used to think that asking for help was a sign of weakness. And it could be because, you know, in the past, maybe a little bit of trauma, you ask for something and they throw it in your face.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
stuff sticks after a while. So when you get to the point where you don't ask anybody for anything, you think it's making you strong, but it's not. It's a sign of weakness. You know, you need help. Everybody needs somebody. Don't you
Somebody.
drive yourself crazy. You better ask for help. You
And
better.
please. So let me ask you this: going through everything that you've gone through with this entire journey, right? How about mentors? Do you have any mentors, and how has that helped you or not helped you?
Well, I don't have any mentors.
Okay.
I would like a mentor though. I would. I think I have like
Go ahead and
I
tell
have.
the
I
audience.
would love a mentor. Absolutely. I am not too proud to beg. Like yes, come. But I guess people I look up to. So I guess I would consider those mentors. So I've even years ago, like I would have a conversation with somebody.
Okay.
And things would resonate. I'm like, okay, well I can look at this person and then see that they were there now, and then look what they are right now. Look where they are right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So let me ask you this: speaking of mentors, would you want it to be another salon owner, or just somebody in business, or either or it doesn't matter?
It does not matter at all. Yeah,
doesn't matter?
it doesn't matter. I'm open
Okay.
because eventually I feel like Studio Bombshell, I want this to be like the beginning of something really, really big. So I'm not limited to just, you know, salon owners or anybody within the beauty industry, whatever. If I can help you and you can help me, then, you know, we can help each other. That's what I'm all about.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Y'all heard that out there. We're looking for a mentor.
Absolutely.
We have a couple of people that we can definitely partner you with
Yeah, I
as
love
well. Now, as I said before, you know, Tierra Speaks is all about daring to be different, living to inspire, and being who you are. So when I say dare to be different, what do you hear?
It's just be authentically you. Just be who you are. Whatever that looks like, and not really caring.
That part. Not really caring.
Not really caring.
What about live to inspire?
Live to inspire. It's just walking with purpose and just living intentionally. I think that's the thing, and I learned that along the way as well.
Okay.
And I don't think that, you know, I think I spoke it and I would say it, but I didn't really understand it and resonate until I turned like 31. Like a door just opened. I'm like, stuff making sense now. That didn't make sense before.
Now it makes sense.
It's making sense.
Yeah.
So
now be who you are.
just be who you are, whatever that looks like. and really just not caring.
Whatever
that looks like. I try to be that person for my daughters more than anything else, because even watching them and seeing like the confidence that they have, I was nothing like that at all. I wanted to be, but I was nothing like that when I was their ages. So it makes me feel like I'm doing something right.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how we look back at our kids and what they're doing and their confidence, and we be like, I didn't have that. How?
Yeah.
Where they come from?
Oh yeah.
How did that happen? I guess I'm doing something right.
Yeah, I'm doing something right.
But that's big though, to be able to look back. And then when you look back at your younger self, right? What would you tell your younger self right now? Your 16-year-old self.
My 16-year-old self. My 16-year-old self wanted to be myself right now. My 16-year-old self wanted to be grown. I was rushing to be, and not in a bad way, because I was a really good kid. But I think I was always so mature. I was watching Jenny Jones, and I was watching, Montel and Sally, all of that back in the day, and the stories and all that. So I was always very mature for my age. I always knew I knew what I wanted, and that was freedom.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever that looked like. I wanted to be free. I wanted to just be able to do my own thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do me a favor and let our Tierra Speaks family know how they can find you so that they can check you out. Come get the beauty done.
Absolutely. 3958 South Grand Boulevard. We are always looking at the window, so give us a buzz.
All right.
Yeah.
Social medias.
Yeah, Instagram at Studio Bombshell. That's BOMBCHELLE. I try to include my name and everything. So Rochelle Bombshell. So also my personal page is Rochelle Hearts. It's ROCHELLE HEARTZ.
All right, there it is. Y'all go like, follow, share, subscribe, and make your appointments. And we'll be back right after this.
Hi, my name is Kendris Hughes, makeup artist and creator of Cosmetics by Kendris. You can find me on all social media platforms at Cos by Kendris.
What's up, man? It's your boy Grease, and I need y'all to do me a big favor, man. Every weekend, man, I need y'all to tap in with the Ace Network and go right to Indie's Red Lit List, man. That's right, man. Y'all need to tap in with Indie Red with that Lit List, man. Top 10 countdown, all new music videos all the time, and who knows, man, your boy was on there, you could be next. Again, man, that's that Lit List, man, and shout out to the Ace Network. I see you.
Hi, I'm Anita, and I'm Nettie Kelly with Nettie Kelly Makeup Lounge and Upscale Boutique. You can find us on the Moving in Grace Show. Woo! Yes!
Hey y'all, listen, I hope you have enjoyed our show, talking to Ro and learning all about her journey and her lessons and her purpose. And I know y'all got those gems, and you might have missed a few. You didn't get a chance to write all of them down, but don't forget to go ahead and run it back. Shout out to, first of all, thank you for allowing us to come in and film in your spot as well. We really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Now, listen. Tierra Speaks family, y'all know what? I must say, we would not be here in season 4 without all of you. So shout out to all of you. Y'all know we cannot end the show without doing that. Also, as we said before, if you have not already, go check Studio Bombshell out on all social medias and make your appointment.
Absolutely.
And before we go, y'all know we need to thank a few people, right? Shout out to 1 Million a Brand, our new sponsor. Shout out to TC Graphics, TC the Executive and Extravagant Events, Formation Salon and Spa, Origin of Greatness, and y'all know you gotta holler at our girls over at Prime Top Boutique as well. Now, if you have not already, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe at Tierra Speaks on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Anchor, iHeart, Apple, Audible, you name it, we are there. YouTube and TGFX on Roku. And subscribe to our website at www.tierraarmy.com, because y'all listen, we have some dope content coming. We have some dope events coming. We have some purpose coaching specials coming. So make sure that y'all go ahead and check us out. And let us know how y'all enjoyed the show, or if y'all got some feedback for me, because y'all know your girl don't mind a criticism at all. I will take all of it into consideration and make any changes that needs to be made. Now, if you have something that you want us to talk about, whatever that growth topic is that maybe we have not touched on, let your girl know. And y'all know we got the new theme song going by the homie Chris. So do us a favor and drop in the comments, send us a message, email us, holler at us. Let us know how you're enjoying the new intro as well. Now, go get y'all some self-care in, because y'all know how your girl is. And I'm going to have to go get me some self-care in too, because y'all see your girl need her eyebrows done and her hair retwisted a little bit. But that's okay, because I'm going to holler at Ro over here and get it taken care of.
We got you.
And y'all have an amazing, amazing, amazing weekend. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Promise it's worth it. Listen with Tierra Speaks.